Welcome. I want to take a look at a relatively simple example of using the method of elimination to solve a system of equations. Now, to solve this system of equations, what I'm going to do is I am going to create a new system of equations where I replace one of the equations with something new. So in this case, we want to work with the basic idea. So I'm going to share this outside of system of equations language right now. But if I have A is equal to B, and I have B, sorry, let's go C is equal to D, what I could recognize is that if I were to take A equals B and add C to both sides, I have A plus C is equal to B plus C. And I think everyone would agree with that with no problem, right? Just numbers here, no big deal. But C itself is equal to D, so I can replace C on the right-hand side with D. So if I have two equalities, A equals B and C equals D, then I can add the left-hand sides, A plus C, and that's equal to the addition or the sum of the right-hand sides, B plus D. And so this idea that we have, right, these two things coming together, that's what we want to use in our method of elimination. So I have an equality and I have an equality. I'm going to add the left-hand sides and add the right-hand sides to create a new equality. I may call this equation A and this equation B. When I add these two equations in particular, what I might notice is that A plus B, right? Maybe I don't want to write it in that way. Well, let's actually just write it like this. This is kind of weird notation, but it's generally accepted. When I write this notation, what I mean is I'm going to add the left-hand sides and add the right-hand sides. 3x plus 5x, the combining of like terms here, gives us 8x. Positive 2y plus a negative 2y gives us 0 y's. And 4 plus 8 gives us 12. This gives me 8x is equal to 12. And I can divide both sides by 8 to give me x is equal to 12 eighths. I can simplify this, of course, common factor of 4 to give me 3 halves. Once I have the value of x, I can find the value of y. The value of y is given by, well, I can just take this value of x equals 3 halves and plug it into either one of these equations. So let's go with the first one. Let's say that 3 times 3 halves plus 2y is equal to 4, using that first equation. So this gives me 9 halves plus 2y is equal to 4, and I can subtract 9 halves from both sides. 2y is equal to 4 minus 9 halves. I'd like to find a common denominator here, so 2y is equal to 8 halves minus 9 halves. Therefore, 2y is equal to negative 1 half. I can divide both sides by 2 to find that y is equal to negative 1/4. So our solution is the ordered pair x comma y, where x is 3 halves and y is a negative 1/4. And we're all set. This in general is called the method of elimination or the method of addition, or the addition method, because we are adding the two equations together to eliminate a variable. It won't always be the case that we have the ability to add them together right away. We're going to have to manipulate these equations in some way in order for it to work out like this. So we'll take a look at that in our next example.